Hello, Captains. Hope you're having a wonderful day out there. This is your host, and this is an update for my channel, Justice Plays, and possibly other things in the future. Welcome to the Discovery Bridge in Star Trek Online. This is the USS Discovery Bridge. I've never shown it before. I've actually never seen it before. First time since I've been to the bridge myself. It's very cool. There will be a review of this ship in the future. The reason why I'm publishing this video today is an update for my channel and other things. If you have noticed, and I know you have noticed, there has not been any new videos published in about 2 or 3 weeks. I apologize for that, but I'll just give you my simple answer now, no excuses. I do this as a hobby on the side. This is just during my free time. And in the last several weeks, I've just been very, very busy at work. Simple as that. Have not had time to make YouTube videos. Second to that, I did need to take just a little bit of a break from Star Trek Online. While the game is fun, there has been a lot of new content to cover. This past summer, we had the whole Jem'Hadar faction thing come to Star Trek Online. I did a ton of videos on that. Then I started new playthroughs that I know I do need to finish, but I did start new playthroughs with a Romulan playthrough and the Jem'Hadar. But then, after all that happened, we got right into Age of Discovery update for Star Trek Online. And so I ended up, covering all of that as well. And so it was just a lot of content back to back, and I needed to take a little bit of a break. But I know that I have ongoing playthroughs that you all want to see and that I definitely need to finish. I have a Romulan playthrough I've been working on this year that I definitely need to continue. It's been a very long time since I have logged onto that character, and I need to continue that playthrough. I do want to, so I am going to. And then the Jem'Hadar playthrough, I was starting to do the 2800 series when I left off on that, and basically just seeing what is different with the Jem'Hadar faction playing on that, seeing if there's any, updates or changes in regards to playing as a new kind of character faction in the game. So I have those playthroughs to continue. I am going to do that now. I'm going to get back into playing those things and continuing that. I also have many other things in Star Trek Online to cover. We now have the winter event, which is upon us, Q's Winter Wonderland. I need to do a video on that and, of course, see what the new ship is like. We got a whole lot of new Star Trek Online news to cover. Definitely need to get into that. I believe it's a Fek'liri ship we're getting this time, so that's very different. Usually it's a Breen ship for the Winter Wonderland, so that will be interesting to look at. And I just recently did cover all of the Battle at the Binary Stars, TFO, and Event Reward of the Beacon of Kahless. I actually just put a video up on the Beacon of Kahless, so I did put that up. That has been the most recent thing in Star Trek Online before Q's Winter Wonderland, which is now there. So I know I need to cover all of that and go take a look at all of that. So, and beyond that, just more Starship reviews. I know you guys really want to see more Starship reviews, and I do have a bunch to do. So there is definitely a ton to do in Star Trek Online. It's not like there's a lack of content there for me to cover. There is certainly a lot to cover in Star Trek Online, and so that's what I'm going to be getting back into now. And that is basically what this video is about, is to let you know that I know what I need to do, I know what's out there, I know what I need to cover, and it's just a matter of me getting in the game and doing that. In addition to Star Trek Online, let's move outside of Star Trek Online for a second. We know we have a lot to work with there. There are other games too. My channel, Justice Plays, is not just a Star Trek channel. It is not just a Star Trek Online channel. It is a general gaming channel. It just so happens that Star Trek Online has been the prominent game that I've shown, but I do want to show more games. I have several games from the past on there you can actually check out. Like years ago, I did playthroughs of other games. There is one game that is sticking that I know people are definitely wondering if I'm ever going to finish, ever going to continue, and that is Deus Ex. Yes, I'm going to. It is a slow. It's been a slow process. I actually have several new hours of footage recorded in that game now, and I'm going to basically sit down and play the whole game and record it before I upload anything new on it. That way, I can just start when I can just basically finish the whole game and then start uploading the videos, and that way there won't be any more pause or lag of time in videos. I'll just be able to publish the videos every single day after I finish the game, and that way there won't be any more of this, like a year between videos being published on that game. That has just been the worst thing. I can't believe that I have actually done that. I mean, literally, I think it's been a year since the last time I published a video. That's how, like, broken up that playthrough has been. I deeply apologize for that. It's terrible on my part. Absolutely terrible. I just haven't had the time to dive into it. Doing Star Trek Online and all the new updates that comes out and everything, I just really haven't had time to do other games. It's just no excuses. That's just all there is to it. But I want to, and I'm going to do that. There are games in the future I want to take a look at as well, of course, other games I want to get into. And all of this I'm stating is for a reason. I am trying to expand. I am trying to expand my channel. Like I said, do more games. Maybe even open up a new channel. You might actually already see that linked on this channel's homepage. There is another kind of thing I want to do on YouTube that's very popular right now, and I want to get into it. I'm not even going to mention it by name. You can find it and kind of see what I want to head into and what I want to do eventually. But all this is also laid out on my Patreon page, and I really kind of want to promote Patreon right now. I have not done a lot on Patreon, and I have finally made big changes to my Patreon page. So if you go to my Patreon page right now, patreon.com/Brent Justice, BrentJustice, all one word, all lowercase. If you go to that webpage, you will see I have made very big current updates to my Patreon page. I have set a goal, and that goal will explain the second YouTube channel that I want to set up and run. It will also allow you access to 2 tiers that I have set up now in Patreon. I have, hold on one second, I have a piece of paper that I printed out because I wanted to read what I've set up on Patreon because I don't have the screen in front of me. But I have set up a tiered access in Patreon, and I have finally figured out how I'm going to set this up, what I'm going to call the patrons, what I'm going to call the tiers, and what the rewards are going to be, and it will give me room to expand in the future. You all were wanting some tiers that you could like actually get some things here back at, and so here's what I've got. The patrons, you guys are going to be called basically by Star Trek rank. The first tier, for example, tier 1, is called Quark's is called Starfleet Cadet. So you are basically a Starfleet Cadet at the first tier, like a $1 or $2 patron is a cadet. You're just a cadet. You are, still in Starfleet. You're still in training. You haven't made it out of training yet. And what I'm calling that tier is Quark's Tip Jar. And it's just as the name suggests, says you are a Starfleet cadet fresh in training. One day you'll end up being a Starfleet officer. This is a $1 or $2 tip jar, if you will. Just a drop in the bucket and your way of saying thanks for the videos. And of course, I am thankful and appreciative for your support at that level. $1 or $2, and you are a Starfleet cadet. You're a cadet, you're in training, you're at the academy. It's Quark's Tip Jar. It's sitting, on the edge of my desk is Cork's Tip Jar, and you're just tipping, giving your thanks and appreciation for what I do. That is, I think that's pretty self-explanatory. But the real meat is the next level up, Starfleet Ensign. On the Tier 2, you are Starfleet Ensign. And I am calling this We Are Being Hailed, or All Hailing Frequencies Are Open, because this tier will open up all the Patreon hailing frequencies for you. It says here, you are a Starfleet Ensign. Be proud. It's an honor to be serving on a starship. We couldn't do it without you. So you are an ensign on a starship at this level, on my starship. And here's what you gain, and this is the big one. This is the one y'all have all been asking for, and I am finally delivering on it. You gain access to Justice Comms, and that is the name of my Patreon-only Discord server. It is only for patrons. You will gain access to this Discord server where we can talk about games, any game you want. We can talk about Star Trek, any Star Trek franchise, any Star Trek series. We can talk about Star Trek Online. We can talk about any TV series, any movie series, anything. Anything is open. You can talk to others in this chat. All the others, you can talk amongst yourselves and with me. This is your chance to chat me up, because I will be on there, and if I see something directed at me, or if I'm just on there and want to chat for a little bit, I'll pop in from time to time, and you can chat directly with me. This is your chance to chat with me and others on any topic, but especially if you're interested in Star Trek or Star Trek Online, or any of my channels, this Justice Plays, and then the hopefully other one I want to create. This is your way to communicate about all my channels. So it's not just like one channel access. It's like access. This will give you access to all my channels. Now, however many YouTube channels I end up having, this will allow you to chat about every single one. And eventually, I'll create more Discord rooms where we separate the channels out and so forth. But right now, it's so simple because I only have one person in there. I got me and I got somebody else. So really, right now, very simple, but. So you can all kind of go in the general chat and chat. But in the future, I'll make more rooms as needed, and I will expand it as we need it. I'm new to Discord, but I think I figured it out. This tier also buys you more than that. You also get the Patreon-only poll access. So if I do any polls at all, they will be for patrons only in patreon.com. And the polls can be like me polling you about things that you want to see from Star Trek Online, videos you might want to see in other games, or anything else. It might be something that I need help deciding upon, and you guys can vote, and I will give you what you want to see. So you can help direct the channel and help direct what I do and what you see published by these Patreon-only polls. This tier also gives you access to Patreon-only posts. So similar to the polls, I can do posts within Patreon that only Patreon members can see. And again, that will allow me to, chat in, of course, with the Discord, but also in Patreon itself.com with you guys, and, make announcements and do things and so forth like that. And, who knows what other kind of things in the future will be added to Patreon-only stuff. And of course, you do get my continuing thankfulness and appreciation for your support. So that is my Hailing Frequencies Are Opened, We Are Being Hailed tier. That's $3. So $3 a month, you gain access to all of that. It's like you're on board the Starship now. You're an ensign on the Starship. And you have all of those communication channels open to you. And the big one there is the Discord access. So $3 a month, you get all that. And really the big one there is the Discord access. And as we continue to grow as a channel and the Patreon continues to grow, things will grow and evolve and change. But that's how it is right now. And then there will be more tiers after that. I have ideas for other things. But some of those other things are going to also rely on maybe, hopefully, getting that other YouTube channel that I want to get set up. If I can get that channel set up, I can create tiers that give you more things that are related to like that channel. And it will just continue on like that. You are a Starfleet ensign at at tier 2, and then tier 3 you'll be like a Starfleet lieutenant or lieutenant commander, and then you'll be a commander, and then a captain, and then I'll have admirals. And the admirals, they're going to be the big sponsors. And then toward, I don't know what level yet, but toward that captain admiral level, we'll start doing a lot of like recognition, thank you messages and so forth in videos. We'll have your Patreon names, at the end of videos and so forth, for those later ones, like if you're captains and stuff like that. I'll start doing that in those upper tiers later on as, I get to expand more, because I definitely want to give back. I want to give you guys credit for, what we come up with in the future. I'm trying to do that the best way I can. Again, just keeping in mind that, this is on my free time as a hobby, so I try to give it the most time I can, but by giving you guys, this Discord access, y'all can talk amongst yourselves, and I can come in, we can see what's going on, and I can give you updates and let you know, when videos are coming and that sort of thing. So I think that's a really cool way to keep in contact. And we'll just see where it goes. Got a lot more, hopefully, planned for the future. Definitely want to do more. Even thinking about beyond this other channel I want to create, maybe making a Star Trek only channel. Like, this is my gaming channel, and then the other channel is going to be self-explanatory. But I was thinking about maybe even just a separate Star Trek channel that's dedicated completely just to Star Trek, like Star Trek TV shows, Star Trek, reviews of Star Trek shows and ships, real Star Trek ships and other things. I don't know. I don't know if that will ever be a thing or not. I could just integrate that into the other channel I'm about to create, or want to create, or I've already created, but want to start. I haven't started it yet. I've created the channel, and you'll see a link to it on the main channel, Justice Plays, and you'll see a link and you'll see it, on the Patreon, but I don't have any content on it yet, or I have some, but it's like real old content. But eventually I want to get that set up. So right now there's like nothing there, but one day maybe. Some of these figures may change too. My goal that's on there right now, I kind of set it kind of high, kind of set a real high goal for myself, but I may lower that goal. I'm not sure. Pretty much set on the tier prices though. I think that's going to stay. And that's just simply because chatting and all that, and doing all this, again, like I said, it takes all my free time. So it's like I have no time in the day. Work, and then this, and then there's only time for sleep, and there's even barely time for that. So I have to keep that in mind when doing these kinds of things, that it takes a lot of my time, and it is not easy to put all this stuff together. And also, I don't want to promise you guys things that I can't deliver. And that's really been the real big reason why I've waited this long to do the Patreon thing, is because I didn't want to deliver stuff or promise things on Patreon that I could not deliver, because I just don't have the time. Like, I can't, if I had put on there something like, behind the scenes videos, bloopers, and early access videos and special videos that that YouTubers don't get to see. If I did stuff like that, I would have to do like double the work. I'd have to do extra work that I just don't have time for, and I could not promise that to you. I couldn't deliver on that promise. And so right now, with what I have up there, that's what I can promise you. That's where I'm at. I can promise you Discord access. That's easy. A bot does that. You sign on for $3, boom, you're automatically entered into the Discord. I don't even have to do anything. So that I can promise you. That I can guarantee you'll get. Other things moving on in the future, I don't know yet. I can't guarantee that because I don't have the time for it yet. But so right now that's the way it is. But I've got to think really carefully about anything else I promise in the future. I just want to make sure that I can deliver it to you, because I don't want to put something out there that you're never going to see, or you're going to spend money and you're never going to see it. You know, that obviously is not fair or right. So that's the gist of this. I want to deliver what I can. I want to deliver what I can promise, and that's all. That's why I've only got those 2 tiers right now on Patreon. More maybe in the future, but right now, let's start right there and see where it goes. And really, it's just a matter of me getting out the more content to you, more videos on Justice Plays, get more games, more Star Trek Online, get as much out there as I can, and then maybe expand on that second channel that I want to, and start doing videos there every now and then. Again, it won't be like every day there's a new video, but like, you know, maybe a couple of videos a week or something, so that I can, you know, start testing the waters on that and see how it works out. And who knows, maybe a third channel in the future. Why not? You know, Star Trek only or something. I don't know. Who knows what. Anyway, those are some of my brainstorming thoughts. And I really appreciate the patience watching this video all the way through. If you have, I've given you a lot of information and a lot of background information on what's going on in my head and what I'm thinking of. So I've got, you know, a lot that I'm ambitious. Like, I've got a lot I want to do. It's just a matter of doing it and having the time to do it. But, you know, I'll just take it day by day and see where we can go. Right now, I think the important thing is just to let y'all know that the Patreon thing is up there. Get on that Discord, and, you know, that's going to be pretty awesome. I really want to chat with y'all about this stuff. And then the burden is on me to, you know, get the new videos out. Get new videos out in Star Trek Online. Continue the playthroughs I'm doing. Continuing games of old that I've never finished. And then starting new games as they come out. Because there definitely have been a lot of new games that I've been wanting to do and I just haven't done. So there's a lot to do and a lot I want to do. And now you know what's jumbling around in my brain pan. My brain pan is, it's like liquid, and you kind of move it back and forth and the liquid flows all over the place. That's it. That's my brain. But those are some thoughts. That's what I want to do. So yeah, we'll just take it day by day. Patreon.com/Brent Justice, BrentJustice. Check it out. Let me know what you think in the comments. If all of this is just a bunch of hogwash and you're not interested, well, that's okay too. I'm just doing the best I can, and I like making videos for you guys, and I really, you know, want to keep making more, because I do this for fun. I have a passion for this kind of stuff. And I like playing games. I like Star Trek. I mean, I think that's kind of obvious. I like a lot of things in sci-fi, though, beyond Star Trek. Star Trek's not the only thing I like, so keep that in mind. You know, I like Stargate, and I like all kinds of other sci-fi stuff. So, you know, Doctor Who. So, you know. But anyway, now I'm just mumbling. I got a lot of interests, and I want to show them off. You know, here, that's really the thing here. I think like a lot of people, I got so many interests that I want to like dip my finger in everything, but there's so many things to dip my finger in that there's just too much to do at once, and there's not enough time to do all of it. You know, you just can't do all of it, right? So I'm like that. I want to dip my finger in all the paint colors, but you know, it only goes so far. They're very small cups of paint colors. Anyway. Yeah, okay. Well, that's what I got. Hope you all enjoyed this long, mumbling, rambling video. Go and have a Merry Christmas. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for the next one.